Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Haley Harmon in tonight for Nancy Cox. Thanks for joining us at 6. We're going to begin tonight with the very latest on that developing story out of Anderson County, where a student at the county high school has tested positive for hepatitis A.
LEX 18's Connor McHugh is live with the update.
The Anderson County School Superintendent says since the district learned about this one case, the district has been working hand in hand with the health department here in the county to make sure that one case of hepatitis A doesn't turn into many more around the district. Now, all afternoon, crews here at the high school, Anderson County High School, have been deep cleaning the inside of the school. They focused on the classes and areas that student spent the most time in. Anderson County Schools didn't waste any time notifying parents of the situation today either. On top of a robocall to all parents, the district sent home letters to the parents of any students who may have been exposed to the virus. That includes students in the same classes, lunch hour, and bus route as that student who's been affected. It is important to note that this superintendent tells us that student is okay and being treated. She also says that students who are vaccinated already should be okay, and if a student is not vaccinated, the health department suggests they get a Hep A vaccine by September 7th.
I mean, I'm not really stressing too much because, I did get a shot before school started.
People were talking about it and stuff, but there's not really a big concern, I don't think. Or for me, there's not. Maybe for other students that was in those particular classes, but.
I did just say it was a suggestion, but within the last hour, the Anderson County Schools Facebook page has a post saying that it is no longer a suggestion, it is a requirement for all students here in the district to have that vaccination by September 7th. If you go find that post, which we will also have on our website here shortly, there are 2 specific days and clinics where eligible students can get the vaccines. We're covering the news live from Anderson County with from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom. Back to you.
Okay, Connor, thank you very much. To Franklin County, that's where some elementary students didn't have to go to school today.
School was canceled there after a rabid bat was found outside near Hearn Elementary, and since inspections began, 4 more bats have been found. Jacqueline Nye has the big story at 6.
School was canceled today after a rabid bat was found near this playground behind Hearn Elementary.
It's a precautionary measure, but we're going to choose safety over convenience 100 times out of 100 times.
The superintendent says the school is using today to look at every inch of the building.
Bats can actually squeeze down to the size of almost a dime. And so it's very hard for homeowners, and especially a building as large as, a school as nice as Hearn, to find all those nooks and crannies.
Since the inspection started, 4 more bats were found. The superintendent says that only proves their decision to cancel school today was the right decision to make.
They did find inside the building in an area where students wouldn't be. It was in a mechanical room. They found a dead bat that had been there for, it looked like, quite some time.
The school says they don't believe any students came in contact with the rabid bat.
We're always going to ensure the safety of our students first and foremost. The most important thing we do from the time we get them in the morning to the time we take them home at night.
The health department says the county has not had a bat test positive for rabies since 2006. Covering the news in Franklin County, Jacqueline Nye, LEX 18 News.
The superintendent says the hope is for school to be back in session tomorrow. Teachers and parents can keep up on Facebook, Twitter, and with One Call.
Fire has broken out once again inside an apartment complex in Estill County, and still no one knows why it keeps happening there. LEX 18's Michael Burke has the details tonight from Valley Drive in Irvin.
This is not the first time Kimberly Harris has reached for the phone to capture this image from her bedroom.
Who knows what went on? I just have no idea.
Harris placed the 911 call last night once fire broke out at the Valley Drive apartment building for the 4th time in the last few months. Joseph Lambert is in custody, and police say he confessed to starting 2 of those fires earlier this month.
I don't even know if he did it.
Harris, who knows Lambert well, clearly isn't convinced, even though the police report indicates he was covered in soot and reeked of smoke.
There's more to that story but he couldn't have done this one.
No,
and that's the first thing I thought of when I was watching the fire.
Arson investigators will need to determine now who or what caused this one last night, as well as the validity of Lambert's confession. In the meantime, neighbors are obviously concerned.
Somebody's lighting it, trying to do something with it, but I have no idea.
Harris would just like to see it knocked down.
He didn't take care of it anyway. You can see the grass and stuff is overgrown, and So I'm just hoping he takes care of it now.
Covering the news in Estill County, Michael Burke, LEX 18 News.
In addition to arson, Lambert has been charged with burglary, wanton endangerment, and drug possession.
Folks ended up with a dry Thursday afternoon, but some folks in the southern and southeastern part of Kentucky, we have been dealing with rain and quite a bit of it. We're looking at these thunderstorms ongoing now, really beginning to focus in Pulaski County. So you folks in Somerset, you have a nasty storm that continues down toward Burnside into the Lake Cumberland area. Extends over into parts of Laurel County, especially southern part of the county, just to the north there of Corbin. Knox and Whitley County are rain beginning to subside a little bit, but we've watched this line of storms essentially stationary over the last couple of hours as we've got convergence going on from south and from the north, and so the line is basically getting squeezed, and that makes the heavy rain. The flood warning continues far southeastern corner of Whitley County with a flood advisory from northern Whitley County all the way into Wayne County. Don't be surprised if that gets extended a little bit to the north up into Pulaski County as well. And we watch showers die out across areas along the Hal Rogers Parkway. So here are your thunderstorms ongoing here as we look to 6 o'clock here in the future track. We roll then through the rest of this evening. You will watch those thunderstorms hang around until 9 or 10 o'clock and then should begin to dissipate on out. But we are looking at fog development by morning in a lot of places. We'll talk about that. We'll get you set for your holiday weekend. There's some good news there, and we'll have that for you in a couple minutes.
All right, Bill, thanks.
Well, today, a sexual assault victim found closure to her 13-year-old cold case. This morning, Jason Langston was indicted by a grand jury for rape of a minor for a crime that happened back in 2005.
LEX 18's Eleanor Buckley was covering the news conference when Attorney General Andy Beshear explained how this case and others like it are coming to light.
It began 3 years ago when the Commonwealth addressed a major problem, a backlog of more than 3,100 untested rape kits statewide.
Each one of those kits represented a victim, a survivor, someone that may have not secured justice.
But the Commonwealth is working to right that wrong and serve justice to those victims. Like the arraignment of Jason Langston this morning in McCracken County for a rape he committed back in 2005.
I think the message is important to those individuals who have committed crimes. It doesn't matter the time, it doesn't matter the distance, eventually you're going to be caught.
But Attorney General Andy Beshear wants to make sure a backlog of this magnitude never happens in Kentucky again, and has arranged for all the backlog kits to be tested. $4.5 million has been given to Kentucky State Police to fund the improvements needed to make that a reality.
I pledge that our cold case unit will continue to work with anyone and everyone around the state that wants to work with us. And we will work to follow up on every single hit in the CODIS database that comes up from this backlog.
Covering the news in Lexington, Eleanor Buckley, LEX 18 News.
That $4.5 million will go toward upgrading the Kentucky State Police Crime Lab and aiding law enforcement and prosecutors in conducting victim-centered investigations and prosecuting sexual assault offenders.
It was back in 1997 the Licking River rose past its banks and flooded much of Cynthiana. Well, more than 20 years later, there's a push to redevelop an area once full of homes before that flooding. However, a thief or thieves caused a glitch in the project when they stole a valuable piece of construction equipment. Lee Searcy has the story.
The flood of '97 hit hard and fast, and while many homes and businesses bounced back, not every street around Cynthiana rebounded.
For the last 20 years, it's just been empty lots down here.
But the Cynthiana mayor says West Mill Street is showing life again, now that the city is working with a group to build homes for families that need a little help. Cha-Cha, a Cynthiana Harrison County home assistance nonprofit, has been on a roll building this fourth home. But recently, the project came to a brief stop when someone stole an expensive generator.
For whatever reasons, you know, it disappeared.
It was locked and secured on a trailer over here.
So if you find one that's bright yellow and the meter doesn't work, that's probably ours.
Bobby Duncan, a local pastor, hopes the thief has a change of heart.
You can bring it back, you can set it down somewhere, and maybe you didn't understand that we were helping other people that needed a hand up and not just a handout. So good things do prevail.
With or without the generator, the job will get done. There will be a big build-a-thon Saturday, September 15th. So if you want to help, come on out to West Mill Street. The mayor has a message for the thief or Scrooge.
This house here, we're hoping to get a family in it by Christmas. That's going to be their Christmas present, and you're not going to steal Christmas this year from this family.
Covering the news in Harrison County, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
We are still in the middle of sweltering summer weather, but Woodford County animal control officers are already looking ahead to when we're back in frigid temperatures. Officers want to make sure animal owners are aware of a change in the ordinance for pets that are outside in the elements. Tiffany Jackson reports.
When the temperatures plummet, the number of calls to Woodford County Animal Control rise. This past winter, concerned residents kept officers busy with welfare checks on animals, but they couldn't always help when it was needed because all the county ordinance said was that animals needed some sort of protection.
So we were running into issues with dogs being outside, which is a tarp.
But that changes this year. A couple months ago, the county passed an update to the ordinance that gets much more specific about what adequate shelter means. Cats and dogs kept primarily outside must have a proper house, water and weatherproof, at least 3 solid walls and a solid floor, plus organic bedding inside.
We can't leave these animals to their own devices. We have them, we own them. They expect us to take care of them. They're like children.
But this isn't just for cats and dogs. This ordinance covers horses and other livestock, with the exception of cattle. The owner must provide shelter significant enough to protect the animal from weather conditions that may cause suffering.
They can't be in a dry lot or just an open pasture with no trees, no nothing.
This update is to make sure all the animals in Woodford County are comfortable and safe.
We have some weird winters here in Kentucky. You know, you never know. It could be 50 degrees one day and then negative, the next. And we just want to make sure that they can fare well and do well and not suffer.
Covering the news in Woodford County, Tiffany Jackson, LEX 18 News.
LEX 18 News at 6 is back right after this.